Rickey Smiley Morning Show. The most funny in the morning. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Just another day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Ladies and gentlemen, the senior pastor of Friendship West Missionary Baptist Church, Dallas, Texas, Pastor Frederick Douglass Haynes. Pastor Haynes, good morning.
Hey, Rickey Smiley, good morning to you and the Rickey Smiley Morning Show family. I hope y'all got Hulu. Checking out my main man, Rickey. He's killing the game. Comedic genius who ain't got no sense. Listen, today's song is Hezekiah Walker, Clean Inside. That's all he basically says. Won't he make you clean inside? Why? Because if you're not careful, life can make you feel dirty when you make mistakes and then define yourself by that mistake. When you let yourself down and let other people down, it will dirty you on the inside with shame and guilt and a sense of insecurity, even an imposter syndrome. Anybody been there where you feel dirty on the inside because of what life has done to you, or perhaps what mistakes you've made yourself, and you feel like a fraud? But here's the good news. We serve a God whose grace will make you clean on the inside, cleaning you up and letting you know that you are not defined by the mistake that you made, cleaning you up on the inside and letting you know that grace is greater than an imposter syndrome, because none of us deserve any of the good that God may send to us, because God loves us so much and extends so much grace to us that God looks beyond our faults and sees our needs. Won't God make you clean inside? And when God makes you clean inside, ain't no shame in God's grace game for you. So shame has to go away. Won't God make you clean inside? Yes, because that means you ain't got to feel this imposter syndrome, because God is real in your life and God's grace is real. And what God has for you can't nobody take from you. You ain't got to deserve it. God's grace makes sure that you receive it. God makes you clean on the inside so you're not defined by anything that's behind you. You can move forward and embrace the future that God has for you. Won't God make you clean inside? Y'all have a blessed one. Clean on the inside.
There it is, Pastor Haynes, man, the senior pastor of Friendship West Missionary Baptist Church. Let's get into this music. Love you, Pastor Haynes.
Yes, sir. Love you, Ricky. Have a great one.
Yes, sir. You too. Let's go.
Oh, man, this song early this morning when I rose, I didn't have no doubt. I felt like walking. Man, I'm telling y'all, man, some people didn't make it this morning, but we made it, and we thank God. That's why we do this praise break right here every single morning on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. 13 minutes after the hour, y'all. That is the legendary Mississippi mascot, Brat. You was feeling that this morning? Huh? Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Come on. Yes, sir. Woo. Early this morning, Brat.
Come on now.
When I didn't have no doubt, I know the Lord will take care of me.
Let's go.
I know the Lord will provide for me.
Come on now.
Lead me and guide me all the way.
Yes, he will.
Yes, sir. Y'all, thank y'all this morning for joining us this morning. But you can hit us up by any song that you want to request. Hit us up and I'll show play it tomorrow, y'all. All right, y'all got the front page right here.
News headlines.
Entertainment. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
13 minutes after the hour, y'all got the front page right here. Alfreda's, good morning.
Hey, Ricky. It's Thursday, June 5th. Here's what's going on in the news. President Trump is doubling down on immigration and education. First, he slapped a travel ban on 12 countries, including Iran, Haiti, Somalia, and Sudan, over security concerns with partial restrictions hitting places like Cuba and Venezuela.
The recent terror attack in Boulder, Colorado, has underscored the extreme dangers posed to our country by the entry of foreign nationals who are not properly vetted, as well as those who come here as temporary visitors and overstay their visas. We don't want them.
Well, then Trump turned the heat up on Harvard again, limiting foreign student visas. Now, Trump called studying in the U.S. privilege, not a right, accusing the Ivy League school of ignoring federal law and stroking anti-Semitism. Though some say Trump's beef with Harvard stems from him not being accepted into the school back in the day. A wild scene out in Indiana has folks demanding justice after a viral video from a bar near Fort Wayne shows a group of white bikers beating up a black man named James Simmons and yelling racial slurs at him. One even threw a chair at him. Simmons survived but did not name names at first. Now the FBI is on the case, and over 4,000 people have signed a petition calling for charges. Fort Wayne's mayor says the city will not let this slide, while Simmons says he's lawyering up. Every woman hates that yearly exam. It's the stirrups and the speculums for me. But here's some good news, ladies. The FDA just gave the green light to the first ever at-home pap smear. It's called the Teal One, and it lets you screen yourself for cervical cancer. No doctor visit required. 94% of women in trials said they'd rather do this at home than in a clinic. It drops in California first, then nationwide later this year. For info on these stories and more, go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com. No.
I don't know the song. Y'all come on my house.
I tried to move it move along so fast.
I'll get you right.
I tried to get to the next.
I already went to Walgreens and bought some swabs and some Q-tips.
No. But
swabs
you do need to swab.
Lady, Q-tips for the little people.
Wow. Here's a look at sports.
Rock T, the sports genius, is in the building.
Yeah, dog.
Oh, my God.
Oh, I knew it was coming.
You knew it.
I tried to move along as quickly as I could, Brent.
Girl, you can't. I know.
I had them lined up yesterday.
You had no doubt.
The swabs and the Q-tips.
Wow. Oh, my God.
NBA Finals Game 1 is tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Indiana Pacers, Oklahoma City Thunder. Rick, are you going to be tuned in to watch this series,
I wish y'all would have told me that last night. I could have went to bed, sitting up and popcorn, got the vacuum, everything, sitting up there ready for the damn game to come on. And Storage Wars came on. I was mad as hell.
No, you wasn't.
That's Storage Wars.
Yes, sir. It's going down, man. Tyrese Halliburton and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander going back-to-back. Former USC Heisman Trophy winner and NFL running back Reggie Bush is begging the NFL to stop using turf fields. He says, man, go back to using all grass fields because there's too many injuries nowadays, man. It's so dangerous.
I agree.
I do too, man. It's something
been
about
a problem with turf since the 70s.
Yeah. Come on, dog.
Turf toe.
That's what messed up Deion's foot.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I totally agree with that, and they can do it.
They can.
There are a few fields that do have real grass.
There's a few of them left, but not too many. Everybody's shifting because every time you get a new stadium built, they putting that doggone artificial turf in there, and they're saying the turf is just like grass, but better. No, it's not. It's
right.
Not at all, man.
But they ain't playing on it.
It is what it is. This is my quick sports report. Briggity Tat, what you got coming up next?
Man, Brian McKnight is speaking out on the passing of his son, and I got the details up next in the hot spot on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
This is the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show is the bottom of the hour. It's time for the hot spot. What up, Brat?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Well, y'all, Brian McKnight made a post calling his brother Claude McKnight regarding his announcement of the passing of Brian's estranged son, Nico. Brian stated that he felt the post Claude made was tasteless and accused him of using it as an opportunity by making it a reality show-type drama. Here's what he had to say.
My family and I flew home to Maui and had a private memorial remembering him. The last time he and I spoke, we offered him all the help we could provide. We had the #1 oncologist on deck for him and a team of specialists on standby with private care in our home. He and his mother declined. The door of communication was open and remained open until his death. To the self-proclaimed mama bear, may God have mercy on your soul for not allowing him to accept that help and not allowing him to use that line of communication. There is great comfort in knowing God knows the truth and the totality of the whole story.
So what does private care in your home look like? That mean private care in your home that the mother can't go over there and check on her son? Cause see, when you have beef and you call her the mother bear and you don't like the mother, so that means you got the son in the home and you caring for him with the oncologist. That means that certain family members can't come over there. Well, right. it ain't just that.
It says in-home private care, but was he gonna go see him if it was in his son's home?
Or did he want his son to come to his home to get there?
I really don't
That's what
know.
he said.
Either way.
Did he say in his home or his home?
Oh,
he said his home where he lived.
Yeah.
And it just felt like
that would make everybody uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And if you ain't been there for him forever, how all of a sudden you think he going?
Right.
That's why they declined, probably.
Right. That means the mama can't go over there, and his friends can't go over there, and people that love him can't go over there.
Right.
Or whatever.
Nobody wants to spend their last days like that. They want to see everybody that loved them.
And then Mama Bear, it ain't Mama Bear. She lost a son.
Exactly. That was.
I done had differences with my son's mother, but when my son passed away, it was all about her.
Right.
I understand. I'm Brandon's dad, but this is about her.
Right.
I drove to Atlanta and sat down in the living room and asked her, what do she want? How does she want it done? What colors do she want? What song do she want? It's about her.
Yeah.
You didn't carry him for 9 months. She did.
Come on now.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Now we ain't always agreed on everything. We went through a custody battle, but when my son died, it was all about my son's mother. I'm Rickey Smiley, but did you see me walk in that church first? Who walked in that church first? My son's mother and my son's dad walked in that church first. It's all about respect, and it's not the time to do nothing like that.
Right.
And he wrong for that. Yeah. Don't call her no mother bear, and she just lost a son. You idiot. That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know if this
I know I'm right about that. That's crazy.
Yeah. Make people not like a
Mama Bear, and she lost a son.
Yeah. He said that, honey. That was rude.
That's what a narcissist.
I don't think he realized
He is a narcissist.
sounds.
That's right.
What you say, Alfredo?
He is a narcissist. That's right. That's why he said that. It's about him.
All about him.
Hey. Oh my goodness! Well,
and to this day, and I'm not trying to make this conversation about me. I'm just giving an example because it's a similar situation. Mm-hmm. I had issues with my son or whatever, but I was still covering him.
Right.
You understand? From a distance or whatever. I had to do certain stuff where I wouldn't beat Brandon's ass.
Right.
You know how Brandon was, and Brandon could get sometimes or whatever. But I still covered him. I still made sure he was straight, and he still had everything he needed from a distance or whatever, and was trying to work with people to try to get him the help that he needed, working with other people to try to make sure he was straight.
And that's the thing, you have to work with the village who they are around and they respect and they'll listen to. You know what I'm saying? Even if sometimes he didn't listen to you, the village around him would encourage him
now you
to
talking
do
about
better.
you're going to go to Hawaii and go to the beach with your new family to celebrate his life and
you had a private ceremony.
That's crazy.
What?
That's crazy.
Why would you not get with the whole family, everybody that loved him?
Man, sometimes you got to suck that stuff up. I had to be around family members I hated just to do the right thing.
Right.
I had a family member that sold my son drugs that was there. And I had to stand there and take it and be classy and be nice and be kind and speak on whatever. It had to be intelligent and stuff like my grandparents taught me to be. That's wrong and that's hateful. He handled that situation the wrong way.
He just should stop talking.
But what I am glad about, that I was able to reach out to him and they reached out back to me, those kids. And I told them before he died, him and his brother, because RJ, my business manager's son, hang out with them. Hey, if you need anything, if you ever want to come hang out with us, I want you to know that you are loved and you have somebody. Mm-hmm. And I'm glad, and they reached back out, and that's the only connection I had with them, and it makes me sad. Mm-hmm. That made me real sad. It really hurt my feelings that he left this earth like that in under those circumstances.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Excuse me. We gonna wrap
I'm just
up
glad that I'm not him.
Right.
I'm glad. I thank God for people like that, like Brat, like that. And I'm not perfect, and I'm not nowhere near perfect.
Right.
But I'm not him. That's for sure.
Ooh. All right, y'all. Coming up, we got Special K with the news you absolutely positively cannot use. The time now is 24 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show, baby.
Liar! I believe him, yo. I don't know why, but I do.
Look, Brad, what he got on. All right. Look, Brad, what he got on. Rickey Smiley.
Oh, Lord,
I am representing.
He got on a quilted, colorful LGBTQ plus.
Yeah, and
you can comforter.
And
Who
you can go
steal
to
that from?
And you can go to my IG Special K913. I need 7,000 new gay followers today. I need new gay followers today. Only gays are welcome today. Join me at Special K913. I need at least 7,000.
And what are you doing this morning? What are
I'm
you presenting
joining.
this morning?
I'm temporary in honor of Pride Month. I'm temporarily joining the gay community.
You cannot temporarily join. We don't want you.
I'm gonna stay in for at least 4 minutes. I'm gonna stay here for 4 minutes.
We have style, honey.
Gary,
we have rules, honey.
I have on my pink. I'm eating a banana.
Enter the kingdom.
No, eating a banana.
Yeah, I have a banana right here. I'm eating that. Now,
he eat those on a regular, baby.
Today's news is sponsored. Today's news is sponsored by TG's House of Fashion. The slogan is, if you're a mister that thinks you're a missy, stop on by. We got great fits for sissies. I am going to show honor and love to all the greatest things in America that are gay, starting with the gayest foods. Here are the gayest foods in America. Kiwis, avocado toast, popsicles, bananas, key lime pie, any cheesecake, raw oysters, and kumquats. Now, the gayest pets in America, turn that music up. The gayest pets in America, goldfish, hamsters, rabbits, miniature chihuahuas, and of course, cats.
Come on. If you're a man, you can't have a cat.
Yeah. Even if you're a woman, if you got a cat, you probably
I have a cat.
All right. The gayest cars.
Yeah, what's the gayest car?
These are the gayest cars in America, and this is my staff did research. The Jeep Renegade, the Kia Rio, a Mazda Miata, the Toyota Prius, the Chevy Bolt, the Nissan Leaf, and the Subaru anything.
And the Volkswagen with the flowers.
And the Volkswagen EOS.
Yeah, because what are Bentleys and Rolls Royces?
Those are for rich gay people.
What are
now, the gayest sneakers.
So no hetero people drive Bentleys?
Those are rich people.
No.
Those are rich gays. That's a whole other category.
Only rich gay people drive Bentleys?
Let me get into the gayest sneakers. There's only 3 on the gay sneaker list. Reebok Classics, White K-Swiss, Converse All-Stars.
And you wear all those every day.
Well, it is what it is. I'm fluid. All right, so the gayest cities in our affiliate markets. Baltimore, Houston, Charlotte, North Carolina, Richmond, Virginia, and of course, the gayest of them all, where there are officially 37 straight men left. Welcome to Atlanta, where the players play, and all the men are fabulously gay.
What's up? Get out of bed.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Now tell me if I'm wrong. Mosquitoes need blood to make babies, but the blood that they need come from us, which got our DNA in it. Don't that mean I'm that mosquito daddy? I'm asking.
Gary. Coming up next, y'all, Kylie Jenner is opening up, honey, about some things. I'm going to tell you what those augmentations about next. Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Hold it. He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I want to hip you to the teeth. It's Gary, baby.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 6 minutes after the hour, y'all. Gary has the tea and the color of the day. Gary, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Thursday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Kylie Jenner, baby, this girl is speaking out. Somebody, honey, decided to ask Miss Kylie Jenner about her all her plastic surgery. So I said, girl, have you been having plastic surgery, honey? And what did you do about it and all that other stuff? They were shocked. Miss Kylie Jenner responded. She said, oh, yes, honey, I've had plastic surgery. And they said this girl revealed her. They said Kylie Jenner revealed, y'all, about her. She started off with her breasts. She said her breasts are 445 cc's moderate profile silicone implants. She said that they were placed partially under the muscle, and she said the surgeon that performed it was Dr. Gard Fisher in Beverly Hills, and she also listed out precisely what she had done when a fan, complimented her and stuff about it. She had to let them know, honey, because they wanted to know, Kylie, how did you achieve, y'all, that natural look, honey? And Miss Kylie went on and started telling them about them and stuff. Now, they're saying, y'all, that every augmentation, honey, is definitely unique, y'all. If y'all didn't know that, because I didn't know that every augmentation was unique, but they're saying every augmentation is unique, and the results vary depending on several factors. Now, they're saying still 445 cc's will generally take a B cup Alfreda to a DD cup.
Hey, man.
Yes, honey. And they said Jenna didn't, she didn't spare her, and she talked about the pre and post surgery and the cup sizes and stuff. I didn't know, do y'all go through cup sizes? I mean,
That's what that's the fat of the breast. That's what it is. And I thank you for calling out B cup people. Okay.
Yeah. So,
but wrong with a B cup every now and then.
Thank you.
What's a
B cup? A Reese's
B
cup?
cup is after an A cup. A B cup, you don't want to know about it. You so concerned. It's one sitting right over here. I can put it in your mouth.
Put the little paper. They had a little. Then where I put the little paper over there like Reese's.
They
put that cupcake paper on there.
B cups are the perfect size.
Yeah, B cups are perfect. Anything more than a handful's a waste anyway.
That's right. Gary, you've seen me naked. That's what it is.
Oh my God! But I've seen you naked. But you know, to be honest with you, we talked about Alfreda's the one who got me starting to wear thongs.
Wait a minute.
My God.
I mean, since we out there, so
It's true.
No, because we were in the dressing room doing something together one time, and I never the thong was.
So you don't be walking to the mall and one of your nuts pop out?
Ricky! Oh gosh. The string is in the bag.
Oh God.
But anyway, she is saying that she always been self-conscious about her thin lips, and she said that the fillers helped bolster her confidence and made her feel even better about herself. So that is nice that Kylie is opening up to the people, and people need to know about that and stuff, because I mean, I didn't know, I still don't know what the difference between cups and CCs. When you say C's, I think about like a measuring cup or something or whatever. I don't know. But anyway, congratulations, y'all, that she's telling the world about this, honey. More people need to open up and talk about it, Brett. You should let us know about the B's, C, and the D's.
What, for what?
Because we just want to know.
Oh, I mention my cup size all the time in my songs.
Really, what's your cup size?
B.
Oh, a B? Oh, you a B?
Yeah.
We B's up in here.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
We'll take them A through Z. We don't care.
Savage. He's a savage. He's a dog. He's a butt.
Moving on, child. Honey, Cardi B is back in the news, y'all. Now they're saying, y'all, that, oh my God, they're saying, y'all, that Cardi B, Offset, honey, allegedly is dating an African woman. They're saying that this girl may be using witchcraft on Cardi B and Stephen Diggs, honey. They say this girl, honey, got crystals and all kind of things, honey. And they're saying that she may be channeling, honey, her inner Ursula the Sea Witch, whoever she is, child. But nevertheless, I tell you, this situation has been getting badder and badder. Is that a word, badder and badder? Worse and worse, honey. So
that's still.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, inappropriate.
Yeah.
But anyway, they're saying that there's two major South African Instagram blogs, y'all, honey, saying they've been reporting out that Offset's new love interest, honey, visited a local healer, and they're saying they're not talking about an aromatherapy healer. They say, honey, this girl, honey, is dabbling in some good old-fashioned black magic, casting spells aimed directly at Cardi B and her new man, y'all. So hopefully Cardi B, honey, could rebuke that. Can't you rebuke that?
Yeah, go to church and let them put some oil on you. Let Brat Mama pray.
Come on now.
They say if you believe in God, them spells don't work on you.
You let Brat Mama and my mama get on them 5 o'clock a.m. conference
Come on
prayer
now.
call.
What?
Yes, Lord.
One day, Brat Mama, we're going to hook my mama and your mama. They're going to have a prayer off.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Have a prayer off. That'll be good because your mama can pray. My mama can pray.
They don't play. My mama get it from my granny.
Yep, my exactly. They be on them prayer calls every morning at 5. I be on there, but I have it on silent because I be doing the morning show. But they be on there.
You think my mama talking to you? She be saying, "Thank you, Jesus. Thank
you,
Jesus," all day long.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. My mama said a washing machine be up there saying it when it be on spin. Jesus, 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 Jesus.
Yes, Lord. Yes, honey. Yes.
The washing machine was doing it yesterday. That thing started doing, but I started shaking. Jesus, 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 Jesus.
Well, I think maybe they should play Stevie Wonder too, Superstitious. That's a good song.
Yeah, because if you believe in things that you don't understand, you will suffer. Yeah. Superstition is not the way. Hey.
Come
That's
on,
right.
man.
There you go. All right, the Kalua today, honey, is one of my favorites. Kalua today, y'all. The Kalua today is Eclipse. On the high end, you say Eclipse, and on the low end, you say Beautiful Black. That's your Kalua for today, honey.
Beautiful Eclipse.
Yes, honey.
That's a good Kalua.
Yes, it is.
Y'all give it up for Gary with the T if you would. All right, I got your wake-up call. What's the number, Gary? No, sir. Ain't no one on there.
1-866-9 Ricky. Whatever.
8669 Ricky, call us now. Don't pay Gary no attention. Ricky Smiley Morning Show. All right, y'all, Ricky Smiley Morning Show. I got your wake-up call. Get on it, 8669 Ricky. Here we go.
Here we go.
Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's time to get yourself together.
Get it together.
You up this morning, say you in your house shoes, go with Big Daddy. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Encourage each other and be productive. The Ricky Smiley Morning Show.
Lamanya calling from Miami-Dade, waking up all my Miami-Dade County Public School teachers and the parents. Tag, you're it. Happy last day of school. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Hey, this is Mona calling from Cleveland, Ohio. I want to wake up, wake up, wake up. My babies, Monet, Malaya, Mahogany. Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's summertime. Wake up.
This is Donald calling from Columbus, Ohio. I want to wake up my babe, my kids, my grandkids. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Wake up. If you listening on your radio. Your radio. The city's tuned in, lock in. What's yours? Because we going to let them know. Let them know then. Richmond, wake up. Wake up. Little Rock, wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Let's go. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Come on, Flint. Wake up. In Toledo. Wake up. Des Moines. Wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
I appreciate it, Brent.
You're welcome, Ricky.
Hey, look, coming up, man, we got Fixin' Jesus with Rita Brent up next. You don't want to miss the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Fix your Jesus. Fix your Jesus.
Comedian Rita Brent.
All right, y'all, ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time for another episode of Fix It Jesus with the one and only comedian extraordinaire Rita Brent, Jackson State University's own member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. Ladies and gentlemen, Rita Brent.
Hey. What's up, y'all?
Star of Rita Brent Live.
Oh, now. Yeah, y'all got to
right.
watch her show. What is it to talk about, the special K?
Rita Brent Live. My man Marvin Hunter just told me he was a guest on there. He told me how dope your set was and how it's set up like the Tonight Show.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, I'm expecting an invite at some point.
Come on.
Okay, I got you. Go on, shoot your shot.
Just throw that in there.
Late night with Rita Brent. Yes, sir. We're doing the season finale of season 1, July 11th and 12th in Jackson, Mississippi. So y'all check that out. Rickey Smiley has been on the show. You can check out that interview on YouTube, too. So appreciate you, Rickey, for being on the show while I'm on the come up. I appreciate that. Yes, sir. And congratulations,
I know you
Rickey.
got something this morning because you sending us to hell slowly.
Oh, no. Yes. I just want to congratulate you on your amazing feedback on the special. We already knew it was a classic. Like, I was in the room. It was shaking. And just congrats on that. You know, I have been a guest comedian on a lot of your shows, so I know how to act, you know. But in church, it still seems like the guest pastors don't know how to act. They just come in and cut up. And I want y'all to hear what this guest pastor had to say about the choir members in the church. That ain't his, though. Okay, let's hear it.
There are 7 women trying to date one church musician. There's something wrong in our church. Because the altos ain't talking to the sopranos because they all messing with the same musician. And they don't understand the altos and sopranos are mad at each other, but he's in love with a tenor. Okay, come on this side. Well, nobody wants to talk about it, but I'm trying to tell you something is wrong. He's in love with a tenor.
Oh, my Lord, today.
Fairly well.
Tenor.
Fairly well. Fairly well.
My Lord, today.
Rita.
My Lord, that wasn't even his church, and he's stirring up mess. That man said he in love with a tenor.
I know.
Now, I got
everybody,
to think,
girl, you think everybody clutched their pearls?
Baby, the girls was clutching their pearls. The sisters was fainting, honey. Yes. Lord, baby. The ushers was fanning the girls, honey.
God.
And Gary, you got to see the video. It was some tenors really looking
honey.
guilty.
Okay.
God.
Well, I got to thinking, you know, T-Pain just announced a new tour. And
you know what?
Brett, you know where I'm going, Brett.
You going with I'm in love with a tenor.
Yeah, instead of I'm in love with a stripper, we might as well add this to the tour, the lyrical remix for the church, okay? So if T-Pain would have me on a tour, this is how I would do that song. Here we go.
If you in love with a tenor, songs for you.
Here we go.
He got body thick as broccoli. Got eyes but a pecan brown. I see you, sir. In your choir robe. He coming down from the choir stand. Hello. Yeah. He know he be singing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That voice got me tingling. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I need to make him my tenoroni. Do the right thing. Cause I'm in love with a tenor. He's singing that note, and I'm in love with a tenor. He's singing,
Sit down, Gary. Stop dancing so hard.
I'm praying, I'm in love with a tenor. He rocking that road, he be glowing. He's singing that note, and I'm in love with a tenor. He's singing, he's slaying. Can we go to the altar? I'm praying, I'm in love with a tenor. Take you out to dinner. There's some water and some wine. My little tenor, you so fine. I'm in love with a tenor. Take you out to dinner. There's some water and some wine. My little tenor, you so fine. I'm in love with a tenor.
I heard you, Rita.
That's all I got. Really on the tour, man.
Hey, Rita, why you throw all them tenor parts in it? And then they put the tenors right in the middle.
Yeah.
Right between the sopranos and the altos. Back in the day, they used to put the tenors on the back, but they got them in the middle now. And it'd be that one lady singing tenor with a little beard.
Sopranos sing high, just for the people who don't know music. Sopranos sing high, the altos sing low, and
in the middle.
Tenors are the ones
Altos
in the
sing in the middle.
In the middle. And the tenors sing the low notes. Yeah, the tenors usually all the men are tenors, and it'd be one lady that work in your middle school cafeteria with a little beard. In the grind in the morning, fairly well. Yeah, then you got the bass. Okay. Yeah.
Baritone. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Baritone.
Yeah.
Rita, oh my God, Rita, let everybody know how they can follow this video.
Yeah, y'all know T-Pain. Brent, tell T-Pain I want to be on the tour and do my rendition. Holla at me, Rita Brent Comedy. Y'all keep sending me your Fix It Jesus clips to Rita Brent Comedy. That's RitaBrent Comedy. And I want to wish my little sis happy birthday, all right? If you in love with a tenor, turn up. Let's go.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show, baby.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, Chicken and Waffle Mix going down with John Lyon on the ones and twos. Hey, 12 before the top of the hour, y'all. What up, John?
I'm good, man. You don't know, just had to wake the whole city up, man. And, of course, hit me up on the gram at JAH Lions. So.
Hey, man, big shout out to Damon Williams, man. Comedian Damon Williams, man. Big shout out to Faison Love, man. Hey, man, I appreciate that text, man. Talking about some, everybody texting. Hey, Brat, everybody texting talking about some where Brianna. Where Brianna? Where Brianna?
Over there.
Y'all need to call me and tell me where Brianna at. If y'all watch my comedy special on Hulu, the question is, Brat, where's Brianna?
And that's all.
We
and
want to know
grandmama
where
said she over there thinking she.
Yeah.
Man.
Your body language, the way you put your hand on your hip and lean your head back and toe that out your leg. Oh, man.
And John Lyon and Alfredo, old people messy.
They are
Because we
so
didn't
petty.
ask you what Brianna was doing.
Yeah.
We just asked you a
Where
simple
was
question.
she? Where is she?
Where is Brianna?
Yeah, you gave so much. Why not tell us all that? That's
they're calling herself like him.
Oh,
like
my
him.
God.
Yeah. Hey, John, appreciate you, man.
My pleasure, man. You done.
Yes, sir. Hey, let's go to the phone, Black Tony. Where you at?
I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry, sir.
I'm
I thought I was gonna be able to get this took care of yesterday. I'm trying to get this little business I'm trying to do right now. I'm trying to get it. I thought I was gonna get it took care of yesterday, but I still got to
What that got to do with you coming to work?
No, cause I had my car situation messed up yesterday. Saturday, man, folks were calling me going crazy, talking about I'm spending all this money getting the car. So I went to the car place and filled out the paperwork, try to get into another whip. Cause y'all were laughing at me talking about I was dumb. So I went to the car place, the car man and
how much your car note? How much your car note?
It's $688 every 2 weeks.
$688.08. I remember that.
But the
and
car
you pay
man
that every 2 weeks.
Yeah, and I know you were gonna think on that.
And you said wait, how many months? He said 150 months.
It's for 120 months. And it's 688 every 2 weeks.
688 every 2 weeks.
For $95,000 now. But look,
95.
I got the car man on the phone right now. 'Cause I know you gonna think I'm lying. I know you gonna think I'm lying. And I'm trying not to come to work. But I got the car man who I went to yesterday and fill out the paperwork. He on the phone right now.
Sir,
to tell you I'm telling the truth.
Sir, hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing? Hey, what kind of are you setting? Are you trying to get Black Tony into a new car?
Yeah, I was able to get something worked out for him. Tony, I can definitely put you in something, man, with $3,000 down. I got this.
You ran this shot. Tell Rickey Smiley you ran to my credit. You did. I did all the paperwork. I gave you my driving license and everything. And you ran to my credit.
What was his credit?
Yep. Yeah, I ran his credit. Rick, it's the lowest I ever seen. The credit score was like 280.
Oh my God! I didn't know it went below 300.
Yeah, you get 300 just for having your name and address.
He said I owed a lot of folk money. That's the only reason why the number was messed up, because he said I owed a lot of folk money.
So, sir, if he doing 120 months in his condo,
Rick, I tried to help him out a little bit. I got him. I can put him in this 2008 Ford Taurus. The miles a little high on it. Like 271,000 miles, but it runs good though, Rick. It runs good.
Yeah, Shawty, 2008. Tell him again, Shawty, because I got a 95 right now, but he said he'd get me in a 2008, Shawty, and it clean.
Yeah, it's clean. 2008 Ford Taurus. Got a little miles on it, but again,
how much would his note be? Because right now he paying $688.08 every 2 weeks for 120 months.
But Rick, I was able to get his payment down a little bit. I got him down about $900 a month, Rick.
Instead of $688, who got a calculator?
How
much that be?
And tell him how much months I'm on financing for. How much months?
How many months?
It's only gonna be for 7 years. The other loan was for 10 years.
See, so he got you down to 7 years.
I got me a deal. I got a deal, Shawty.
Are you gonna trade the car in? Or you just gonna you gonna trade the car in, right?
Yo.
What's the book value? What's the book value on the car that Black Tony got that he paying $688 every 2 weeks for?
He got negative equity.
Hey, you know what, Rick? The car worth about $500.
Oh no! But he still got negative. The Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Hey, at this age right here, we be scared. We safe. You know what I'm saying? We watch the news and stuff. We ain't see. I'll walk past you. I can walk past you because you're a gentleman. I walk past you, be like, "What's up? What's up? What's up?" I'm not walking past these millennials. I'm scared of them. You can call me prejudiced if you want to. Listen. It's 200 degrees outside. They walking down the street with a damn hoodie on. That scared me. And they got some sagging pants and they tight. When you see one walking down the street and they twisting their head.
You better get on the other side of the street.
Boy, they caught me off.
I be scared to walk past them. I be about to get hit by a car trying to cross the street. All right, God bless you. Keep doing what you're doing.
Y'all make sure y'all check my comedy special streaming still on Hulu. Keep us in the top 15, y'all. If you have not watched Foolish, you must check it out. Gary, what you got coming up next?
Coming up next, y'all, Nene Leaks, honey. She is speaking out, honey. She's reconciling. I'm going to tell y'all with who next. Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Hold it. He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I want to hip you to the teeth. It's Gary, baby.
All right, y'all, 7 minutes after the hour. Gary has the tea and the color of the day. Gary, that hat you got on today, that's too small.
Yep.
It's just sitting up on top of your head.
Well, it's not supposed to cover my head like a
kind of like when Damon Wayans and what's his name do that skit.
Men's on sports.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, then to be the truth, then it used to be your head, but it was too big, so I had to cut it down.
Yeah, you ought to get it cut in the back.
Because now it's just sitting right on the tip of your
head.
It's
sitting on top of your head like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You like a cartoon character.
Well, guess what?
Oh,
y'all get over it. Good morning, Ricky.
Your hair costs more than both our outfits put together.
Both of them, honey, especially one.
Oh, God.
Uh-oh.
Oh, God.
Shade.
Don't talk about Ricky clothes like that.
Shade.
Baby,
don't talk about my Nike. This is nice right here.
No, well, we know
this off the Nike app.
We know what outfit I'm talking about, honey. The one that thought it was wearing pink, but it was faded.
Oh, this is H&M.
That's what?
This is a little H&M jacket.
Yeah, it looks like H&M.
Yeah.
Gary, I ain't not wearing with H&M.
I passed by that girl yesterday when I was in the outlet mall, honey. I just passed.
You what?
I just passed by that girl, Miss H&M, honey.
And you was where?
Honey, I was in the outlet mall, so you know where he went. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Yes, Lord, you can't wash her no more. But anyway, good morning, Ricky. Good morning.
As Bruce said, it looks good on me.
It sure damn does, honey. Honey, you done messed up the look on this table, around this table here over there. But anyway, good morning, Ricky. Good morning to America. Good morning to you. It's Thursday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news. Y'all, Nene Leakes, she said what she said. They say when it comes to Portia Williams and Bravo, she told Bossip, y'all, that she's open to reconciling y'all with the housewife after already, honey, amending and making amends, y'all, with Miss Portia Williams. Now, recently they're saying Bossip managing editor Miss Danny Kennedy, y'all, she joined Nene for a lively tea time segment on the Nene Leakes show, and they discussed everything from Cardi B to Stephon Diggs, Diddy, and so on and so forth. Well, now, during that chat, Danny brought up Portia Williams' recent YouTube where, the reality star said that she's open to reconciling with Nene following their past drama over Netflix's, y'all, The Upshaws. And I remember that situation, Rick. It was real touching that, what Portia and Nene had went through. Now, they say, if you can recall, back in March, y'all, they say Nene expressed disappointment in Portia, y'all, for allegedly refusing to film with her on the sitcom. Now, Nene said, y'all, that she reached out to Portia directly only to be met with a message from Portia claiming that she was hurt that Nene, honey, didn't check on Lil Sis amid her turbulent divorce, honey, from Simon Guobadia. Now, that response clearly struck a nerve, and it struck a nerve, y'all, and Nene fired back, calling Portia, and this was so sad, Ricky, when she did it, it hurt my feelings, honey. She called Portia a mere Bravo celebrity, honey, which means not a real celebrity, honey, since she can't share the spotlight. Yeah, she say Portia ain't no celebrity, baby. Now, they were saying now, months later, Nene told Bobby that she's open to making peace with Portia, y'all, but not before giving her a reality check. She said, quote, well, of course, honey, you would, honey, want to reconcile, sweetheart, because I never did nothing to you in the first place. And she used the other word. That's what Nene said. And she said, I said what I said about Portia. She said, I'll say it again, honey. I'm not one of those people who just walk around in my everyday life, honey, just lying about stuff. And she said, it just don't work for me. Then she also wanted to say that I'd rather say it to you. I'm really not a good liar. A lot of times when I lie and laugh. She said, so I just tell people what it is, and sometimes it comes off harsh. Now, a lot of times there's nothing really meant behind it from me. She said, I kind of say something, just kind of move on. And sometimes other people, honey, don't move on. She said, and I, too, have to learn, honey, not to be so harsh and so hard. But what I said, it was the truth.
Okay.
That is so true. And I love Portia and Nene, and I know they're gonna get along, do well. And people need to apologize. Don't y'all think everybody needs to apologize? Ricky, you need to apologize for me, honey, for talking crazy to me, insulting some of the things that I do in my clothes and stuff like that.
No, it's just all the stuff that it don't be the clothes, just be the stuff in the car. Like, cause sometimes I have to get a ride. You got all them boxes and all the stuff in the car. Then nobody on the morning show know where you live, and we just want to figure out why you don't want us at your house, but you come to our house. What is that all about? Let's talk about that.
That's kind of why my apartment is kind of cluttered, though. That's why I like that, because y'all don't come over, so I ain't got to worry about y'all seeing it, but y'all see it.
But why you have all those chairs and you don't have company?
Uh-oh.
Because, Ricky, I was deprived as a child from a chair. You know when people have a lot of things they
chair. It's still a chair.
And what else, Brad?
Even when there's no one sitting there. But a chair. Come on, Brett.
No, you go.
And it was nobody sitting in the chair, so that's why I have the chair.
You got all them damn chairs in your living room. You went and bought from. Where you buy them from?
I go to what you call, not auctions. What you
chair
call
collector?
Yeah, those
garage
sales and stuff like that.
Estate sales.
Estate sales, because they be cute chairs.
Right, but you don't have no way.
Right.
The extra bedroom, you got clothes right with all. What are you gonna do with all those clothes?
Well,
so what do you have anything like if something happened to you? Are we in your will?
No.
Oh, Gary. Really?
Moving on in other celebrity news, y'all. Battle rapper DDG, honey, he filed for restraining order against Halle Bailey. Now, they said the aspiring rapper, honey, filed for a restraining order against his ex-girlfriend, Halle Bailey. Now, they say DDG accused the Little Mermaid actress, y'all, of domestic violence and emotional abuse. Now, they're saying he got some gruesome photos, y'all, of his injuries in his petition. Now, he said that Halle inflicted the injuries on him, and the photos showed wounds, y'all, that resemble bite marks on DDG's hands. Now, she probably bit him there because he probably was trying to cover her mouth or something. So she had the right to bite him and stuff. Honey. But they say the rapper turned streamer requested an emergency hearing to prevent Halle, y'all, from taking their tallest son out of the country. Can a woman abuse a man? Did that?
Yeah.
No. Really?
Yes, a woman can abuse a man. She got hands and feet. And
Yeah.
teeth.
Yeah, but I mean, a bite, if she bit him on the doggone hand, that's not abuse.
Let somebody bite you.
On the hand?
I don't care where they bite you at, it hurt.
Yeah, but I mean, evidently he must have done something to her, honey. They're talking about he's suffering from mental issues and stuff like that. And they say, and a lot of people try to say that the world trying to make Halle like she's a perfect person, but she's really not. But she was the Little Mermaid. I cannot,
She was
imagine.
acting, Gary. It's two sides to every story.
Yeah, no, it's three, honey. Yours, mine's, and the truth.
Oh, wow.
But I feel that that's not. He said it to Halle because, honey, she caught him one time out there, honey, and stuff, allegedly. And I just feel that it's shame that she's the Little Mermaid, Rick, and she got to be subjected to that. That's messing
I got
up.
the Little Mermaid shower curtain for my grandbaby
Yes.
and everything. So we got to keep her lifted up in prayer. Now, what was that color again?
The color today, Ricky, was Eclipse. On the high end, you say Eclipse, and on the low end, you say Beautiful Black. That's a beautiful color, y'all. So y'all remember that Eclipse, honey.
Eclipse.
Yeah,
all
and for more information, go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com, or you can follow me at Gary WDTEA.
All right, y'all give it up for Gary with the T. All right, y'all, coming up, man, from over-the-top proms and graduations, our parents going overboard on extracurricular activities, but slacking on academics and PTA participation. So we're going to be talking about that next with an educator who is speaking out, and we want to hear your questions and thoughts. So hit us up at 866. Oh, Jesus, we playing this song again. 8669 Ricky, 8669-RICKEY. Call us, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, Gary, sit down.
No,
the song said, where them fans at?
What?
Fans, F-A-N.
Oh, because, honey, I thought it was saying where them.
I got to listen, Gary.
Oh, because, honey, it so sound like he said something.
That one letter makes a difference.
Yeah. Fans. Where them fans at? That ain't, y'all ain't finna take over that song.
Yeah.
You thought it was something else.
I thought he had to say something else.
No, he said fan, F-A-N. It's an N. Where them fans?
Oh, well,
fans.
He need to articulate it.
Yeah, dog.
He was like, bitch.
You said they right here.
Gary be getting hyped.
All right, y'all, our parents going overboard on extracurricular activities, but slacking in academics and PTA participation, man. We're going to be talking to an educator, man, who is speaking out. And we want to know, to hear your questions and your thoughts. Hit us up at 8669-RICKY, 8669-RICKEY. Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Did you see that post?
People are talking.
Here's what's trending on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 28 minutes after the hour, y'all. Big shout out to Hydra Drip. Thank y'all for coming out, giving all of us life and IVs this morning. We sitting here doing the morning show. Everybody plugged up. Boy, you would have thought we was all sick. I mean, we got these IV bags and getting the energy that we need.
The vitamins.
Staying healthy. So y'all make sure y'all, if y'all in Atlanta area, hit up Hydra Drip, Hydra Drip, and we thank y'all.
Nurse Keisha.
Yes, Nurse Keisha. Yes, what's the name again?
Nurse Keisha.
Yes, sir.
Keisha.
I almost said Nurse Keisha. You're right.
That's all right.
If you're in Birmingham, you can hit up Alma Christina Austin. She has a company in Birmingham. So when I'm at home in Birmingham, Alma or Miss Rachel, come out and get me right. Mm-hmm. And over here, shout out the Hydra Drip.
And it feels so good.
Oh, my God, I feel bad. I got energy.
Yeah.
Energy.
On here.
Totally right, but we good. So listen, we got a wonderful professor in here, Delche Latham, member of Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated, Beta Zeta,
Come on.
the Alabama State University. This is the morning show, nephew. We all have always been proud of you. But studies show a parent's involvement in child's education and school activities can significantly impact their academic achievement. Now, reportedly, when parents are involved in their child's education, they get better grades and are more likely to go to college. And a recent...
Well, I got you. A recent viral post says a teacher's life would be easier if parents put the same effort for prom and graduation into schoolwork. And lots of people agreed, saying all the maxed out proms and many don't graduate on time. But some people disagreed, saying this is just another way to diminish black children and their accomplishments.
Well, here's the deal, y'all. When parents stay involved, kids level up. So let's talk numbers. Students with solid support at home are 81% more likely to graduate from high school. And they're not just showing up emotionally. They're literally showing up with a 98% average attendance rate. Nationwide, about 80% of parents say they've been to school events. And it's not just moms. When dads are in the mix, grades go up. Kids in grades 6 through 12 are 46% more likely to get mostly A's if dad is all in. Even being kind of involved bumps it up by 21%. And shout out to the more than 70% of parents who made it to parent-teacher conferences, because when parents tap in, kids thrive.
So this morning we have the pleasure of talking to reading specialist and language arts teacher, Deltra Latham. Deltra, good morning.
Good morning.
Happy to have you. Thank you for joining us. So, from your experience, do you agree with the post? Are parents putting more time in the proms and not enough time into being involved in their child's education to just go in your own way?
Wholeheartedly. If you see some of these proms and graduations, you would think there are stars coming to the schools of somewhat, so how extravagant they are with the cars, the outfits, and these things of this nature. However, these parents aren't the ones that show up on day-to-day basis when it comes to PTA meetings, looking over the data, looking at their child's reading levels, math levels, and seeing what they can do in the home to actually help the school. It seems like it's a school versus the home environment that we've created, whereas the school is a community resource. It's for you to come to the school to help out with the kids, even if you're just coming up to monitor the hallways. Be active in our kids' lives in the school so they don't see that the school and the home are two different places. What is practiced at the home is performed at the school, what's performed in public. So, and a lot of our parents get caught up into that, wanting our kids to, look good, and I'm all for that. As an educator, I love kids. I want our kids to shine. However, ma'am, if you're gonna put that much money towards prom and graduation, but we don't see you on a regular basis at a PTA meeting, going over the data, looking at the reading levels, and seeing what you can do in the home to assist, and you don't have to be perfect. Right. We have YouTube. We have so many different vehicles that help you and tutor you and the kids in these areas. Mm-hmm. You can go online and go to Spectrum and get reading manuals, math manuals, and these things are like $7 or $8. You do this at home on a regular basis, your reading skills and math skills will improve. But however, if you're taking, what is the message that we're sending to the kids where we're going to donate all this money towards prom and towards graduation to the teachers? Some of these parents, we haven't seen you guys the entire year.
Right.
And
so what happened when they found out the kid not graduating?
It's one of those situations where you don't want the kid to suffer. And sometimes it's because of grades. Sometimes it's because of attendance. Sometimes it's because of a lack of structure at the household, which prevents the kid from coming to school. So a lot of situations vary around that in reference to their children graduating. And sometimes they don't graduate at all. And a lot of kids, have that attitude. Some will have that disgruntled attitude, like they don't care and this and that and there. However, I'm of the mindset that's a home environment situation. Mm-hmm. Your mentality from the home shows us who you are as an individual in the school. So, you wanna talk to these parents and not judge, and have it come from a loving place. Because as educators, as I said, we want our kids to succeed. Our future depends on it. Right. But if we're on one side of it, it seems like the school says one thing 8 hours, but you go home for another 16 hours. And if the home environment doesn't match what the school is saying, now it seems like we're at odds. And the thing, the community that we want to create in our African American communities is that the school is a resource. This is a place of peace, a place of education, a place that we want everything great to happen for your child. We need to be on one accord. But if we're only seeing you doing at graduation or at prom, but we can't get you to a PTA meeting to go over the data to help your child succeed, then it seems as if is being counterproductive.
Right.
That's so good. And I was so fortunate to have a wife that stayed home and made sure that she was completely active in all my kids' educational lives. She knew all the teachers. She knew all their assignments. We would go to lunch. We would go show up for all the events, all the academic things. And it makes a difference, I think, in a situation where parents are actively involved in being at the school all the time. I think discipline problems go down, fights go down. When they see parents in the lunchroom, when they see parents just hanging out at the school, you have less problem. Would you agree?
I agree, totally. Our principal at the school that I am at right now, Dr. Taiwan Taylor, he does a lot to incorporate men in the neighborhood, other public servants like firemen, police officers to come and walk the hallways. So it's not. It doesn't seem like it gives kids more of a relatable relationship with the police officers, with the fire department employees, have them come into the school, so we act as a community raising these kids as a village.
And being active fathers like we are, I think that you need to emphasize that more, that these dads, when you have time during the day, go to your kids' school. Don't just leave it on the mom. Go to your kids' school. Hang out at lunchtime. Just hang out with the coaches or whatever you can do just to be present to cut down on some of these discipline problems and fights and folks acting the fool.
It makes a difference because seeing my granddaddy and Mr. Foster, who was our scout trooper, I was a Boy Scout.
Oh, yeah.
And a Cub Scout. And Mr. Foster lived down the street from my granddaddy. So when I saw Mr. Foster walking down the hall or my band director, Mr. Henderson, Mr. Henderson walking down the hall this day for us to go to band, or even Miss Churchwell, my piano teacher, when you saw them walking in the halls and you know that they was in the building or whatever, it was just something. But the problem is kids ain't scared of nothing and they ain't scared of nobody. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. We're going to get into that more next. We got more Frederick Latham, and we're talking about education. Coming up next, Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
What's up? Get it up! Get out of bed!
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. We're talking about education or whatever, man. I remember when that lady on that panel said that that lady on that panel, I can't remember what panel that was. When they was talking about stuff in the community. It was talking about how the teachers are afraid of the principal afraid of the superintendents are afraid of the parents, and the kids are afraid of no one. And Miss Aline Avery is dead and gone. That was my 6th grade teacher. And to this day, she dead, Brent. She dead and gone. To this day, I carry myself a certain way. I think about Miss Dennis and Miss McNeil and Miss Easley and Miss Carson and Rosa P. Hanks, my principal. Half of them are dead and gone, except for Miss Carson. And the way I carry myself and the way I do stuff, I feel like they watching me, and I don't want to disappoint them, and they gone.
Respect.
My grandparents, not chewing gum and not saying stuff a certain way and chewing with your mouth open, sit up straight. What happened? What happened? And you get criticized for correcting. Mm-hmm. See, the braces in your mouth is a boundary, but it corrects the smile, and they hurt. Braces hurt when they go in.
They do.
Right? Everybody teeth crooked because you can't correct no more. There's no more braces. There's no more correction. And if you don't correct, you will end up in the Department of Corrections.
Mm-hmm. Gotta say that.
Because you're going to get corrected.
Right. You're going to get corrected.
By your parents or the law.
You damn right. And we got to save our kids. And what were you saying during the commercial break, Mr. Latham?
Just kids coming from unstructured environments and not having that correction inside the household. Discipline is love. Correction is love. That's how you actually show love in reference to how you interact with adults when you're a child. And most of the time that we see most of these kids that come from these home environments, unstructured environments, there's a lack of respect. I've had situations where we've caught kids cursing in the hallway, and I'll call the parent and address the situation, and speak to the parent about having the kid show a bit more respect, and she'll agree with me, but the same kid in my class, and I want them to read aloud so I can assess their reading abilities, see how I can help, and she'll say, well, Mr. Latham, don't have my child reading aloud as much. I'm saying, well, ma'am, your child can curse aloud. But that's okay. We can talk about that. But your child reading aloud, that's a problem. I said, how does that make sense? We want our kids to be structured. We want our kids to get better. But if you're somewhat justifying their actions in reference to cursing and being disrespectful, and then criticizing teachers for situations where we're trying to make the kid better, it's almost like you're on the kid side of the situation. And when we were in school growing up, I was always wrong. You know, I was
every adult.
I was always wrong.
I ain't have no side of the story.
Exactly. and looking back at it, that made me a better student.
Yes.
I was very, because being respectful, even a person a stranger will help you when you're respectful.
That's
right. Even someone that doesn't even know you, and that's how I survived a lot of times.
I'm so glad you said that, because being an employer, I would rather have a C- person that have a C- average come work here on this morning show, but have a good attitude and say good morning and good evening and good afternoon and how are you and thank you and please, than a straight A student. A+ know everything. It don't have no common sense, no common courtesy, no respect. I don't care what you know and how much you know, because I'm telling you, man, if you got a C- average or whatever, because I ain't the smartest book. I was that kid, C-, D's and C-, but had a good attitude. You can correct me. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. Thank you and please. That's why I get offended when people walk up to me and ask for a picture without speaking. It ain't the picture. I would love to take a picture with you, but how are you today?
Decent.
Nice to meet you. What happened to the exchange of pleasantries? So busy looking at that phone, trying to find the camera so you can get a picture. You're not even making eye contact with the person that you want a picture from.
You want something from.
You want something from me, and you can't even make eye contact with me and speak to me and say, "How are you today, Mr. Smiley?
Do you mind if?
Do you mind?" And I don't let my kids say want. WANT needs to be banned from all households. I would like a snack. I would like a picture. I would like. I ask my kids. I don't say it. So, would you like a snack? Yes, sir. Would you like something to eat? Would you like something to drink? Would you like? So what it does is it teaches kids. It's not military. It's not mean. You're teaching kids to be polite. And that being polite, it got me a job at Tom McCann Shoes. It got me a job being the assistant manager at Foot Locker. On my way making money so I can afford to get what I need. Because we'll teach you, but you got so much manners and respect. I would like, thank you and please. How are you today?
Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Absolutely.
Very coachable.
Let's go to the phones. Good morning.
Yes, I'm Mashad out of Birmingham, Alabama, and as educated kids, they are going overboard. They're paying thousands of dollars, but they would not buy food supplies, pens, paper, notebooks, making sure the child's Chromebook is charged. So, yes, thousands of dollars and can't buy simple food supplies.
Hi, my name is Trina, and I'm calling from San Antonio. Yes, they are. As a school bus driver, I see these kids get on here. They are new down from head to toe, but don't have no backpacks, and report card look a hot mess. Right now, I'm doing summer school, driving a bus for these kids, and they getting on here just fresh to death, but I can see and tell that these kids they more about materialistic stuff than their education, and their parents condone it. So, yes.
Absolutely. One of the things that I tell people, do not invite me to your child's trunk party. If you spend $15,000, $25,000 on a prom, but then you're begging for supplies when it comes to going to college, girl, bye.
They'll check later, and y'all more Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.
Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
News headlines,
entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 27 minutes after the hour. We got your front page right here. Alfreda's, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. It's Thursday, June 5th. Here's what's going on in the news. The feds are quietly changing how they track inflation, and it's giving sneaky. They say they're scaling back in-person price checks in certain cities for stuff like groceries, gas, and haircuts. Officially, they're calling it an upgrade using tech and digital tools, but critics say this move could skew the data, making inflation look lower than it really is. Bottom line, the numbers might say cooling while your wallet says cap. Earlier, we were chatting with educator Deltrick Latham about what... Latham, thank you.
Latham, right?
Latham?
Yeah, Latham.
Okay, Deltrick Latham, thank you. About what a big deal parent involvement is and how some students have been tough to handle. Well, Texas just made it easier for teachers with 2 new laws. Senate Bill 27 lets teachers boot disruptive kids without all the red tape, and those kids can't even come back without the teacher's say-so. Then there's House Bill 6, which lets schools suspend kids as young as 5 years old. Now, supporters, Ricky, say this helps teachers keep control, but others worry it could end up hurting those little kids, especially black and brown kids who already face more suspensions and tougher challenges.
What do you think about that?
5 years old is a stretch.
That's kind of, I mean,
that's a little young.
Yeah.
They still learning how to be social.
And how to behave. This is their first time going to school and being
But
in
the
it.
question is, where is the balance? Because, you know what I'm saying? It's got to be balanced because it's out of control, but where is the balance between out of control and getting, suspensions?
Suspension at 5 and 6 years old, I think, is a bit much.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what. You like who you are, Special K?
Yeah.
Alfreda, do you like who you are?
Yep.
Brett, do you like who you are as a person?
Love her.
Gary, do you like who you are?
Yes.
Okay, then if we like who we are and give kids what we had, ass whoopings.
I was going to say, what no suspension. We got that paddle.
A paddle in the principal office.
But that starts at the house.
Charity does start at home.
You got to get to the cause.
I agree.
To the root cause of why
Them
they need to
pinches
be
at
suspended
church.
at 5 and 6.
Got one at school and let Ernest and Maddie Smiley find out that you got an ass whooping at school. You had another one waiting for you when you got home.
Come on.
Okay.
You're right.
And that's why. Okay. That's what it is.
All right.
They need to have more what we had.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Alfreda.
No, you're fine. You're fine. For info on those stories and more, go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com. Now, here is a look at sports.
Rock T, the sports genius, is in the building.
What
All right,
ladies?
Let's go.
What's up, man? Let's get it popping, man. Rick, so tonight's the night. I know last night you tuned in, but it wasn't happening yet. NBA Finals Game 1 is tonight. Not
had the game on.
Yes,
End up watching Storage Wars.
Yeah, I was telling you, dog. No, it's Thursday, dog. So Indiana Pacers, Oklahoma City Thunder, man, I'm excited about this. Oklahoma City has been the best team in the NBA all season. And you know what? Sometimes the team is just flat out better than everybody else, and I honestly believe this is the case. I think OKC is going to win this series in 6 games. I love the Indiana Pacers
you really feel
story.
like that?
I love
You really
the
feel
Indiana
like that?
Pacers story, dog, but I think Oklahoma City is going to win
Who
this
you
series.
got, Kay?
I think that Indiana team might. I don't know. I can't go with that.
Indiana
Rob.
be running, man. Are you sure about this?
I'm positive, bro. Sometimes you just flat out better than everybody, and that's what's
Shout
going
out
to
to
happen.
everybody that's listening to us in Oklahoma City. Like, y'all know Oklahoma, OKC. Y'all know I love y'all. Everybody in Tulsa, everybody, I love y'all. Oh, my God.
Come on,
But
dog.
we also on the radio in
Indiana seen something
Indianapolis,
special
Naptown, everybody in Naptown, and shout out to Country Kitchen.
We love Indiana, but sometimes you just better.
Shout out to Epsy.
Yeah. Oh.
Come on, man.
I know Mike Epps, boy, is on one right now.
Up, yeah.
Hey, Mike Epps, holla at your boy at Rock T Holla. Hit me up. We can talk about it. It is what it is, man. That's my quick sports report right there. Brad got the hot spot right now.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
And this hot spot.
It's the BR18.
All right, 29 before the top of the hour. Y'all time for the hot spot. What up, Brat?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Well, y'all, Russell Simmons claims HBO Max ignored lots of evidence that discredit the sexual assault claims against him when it produced a documentary about the cases. And now he is suing HBO Max for $20 million.
What?
Russ says the 2020 documentary, On the Record, disregarded or suppressed more than 20 witnesses who discredited the allegations multiple women made against him. He says the information was readily available to several people at Warner Media, the parent company of HBO Max. He says that Oprah Winfrey was initially the executive producer of On the Record, but she withdrew from the project after publicly noting inconsistencies in the accusations. Russell Simmons also claims HBO and the doc's producers disregarded 9 consecutive credible and favorable CIA-grade polygraph results, which presumably would have supported his side of the story. He's suing HBO, Warner Brothers, Discovery, and the film's producers for defamation, emotional distress, and invasion of privacy for at least $20 million.
Well, now, didn't he run the Bali? Isn't he somewhere in Bali?
He's been living in Bali.
Well, they can't charge him or do nothing, so how he trying to sue somebody here he wearing Bali?
I mean, it's still his name. It's still him. I'm sure it's,
Yeah,
it's connected. So he's trying to just clear his name. And if they ignored all the credible witnesses and the, polygraph results, that's an important thing. They really take them polygraphs serious. So.
Yeah, they got to bring him back to the United States, honey. And then he probably won't come, so he might not win that case if he don't have to come back to the U.S. to get his coins, honey.
And why did Oprah really withdraw?
Miss Whippet, like, girl, I ain't being part of that, man. Miss Oprah's a white woman. She like,
What's that again?
Miss Oprah said, baby, I'm not getting him all that mess, girl. Let him go ahead and go to Bali, baby. And me and Gail, honey, for to go to the moon.
Okay. All right, y'all, we're going to wrap up the hot spot on that note. But for more information on these stories and more, you can go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com, and you can catch me on all my social media at Brent. Don't forget to watch that Hulu special, Foolish, by my boy, Rickey Smiley.
Yeah.
And don't forget to stream my song, Have You to Myself, on all platforms. The video drops tomorrow, featuring our
that
beautiful
video, because you ain't put me in it.
You ain't asked to be in it.
I did. I be trying to ask you. I asked you, say, please let me go up on stage and be your hype man one time. You did let me do that one time. Then you didn't put me in the video.
Well, she
didn't. How you think I feel sitting up
Wasn't
here?
no place for you in the video.
Okay, I could have been.
It's about our spouses, bruh.
Nah.
Okay, I could have been laying on the floor with a chick or something, like watching TV with my arm around her.
But you know what?
I'll catch you on the next go round. What game?
I had the preview to see it, honey, and it's a tearjerker. It was a tearjerker to me because I don't have nobody.
Yeah.
And it was such a love thing. Really, I mean,
clean some of them clothes out of your house. You'll probably have somebody.
It might be somebody in there bunting them clothes.
Harry, you in love with a tenor?
This is the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.